Hey everybody, this is our back to school night here at Dodson Middle School. My name is Mrs. Aki. I teach the 8th grade science and then the ISCS elective, which is the VEX robotics. And then we also have 3D printing. So I'm going to go over our classroom expectations, our syllabus, our grading system. And then after this, I'll give you a tour in person in our classroom. So for the attendance, there is a physical sign-in. You can also pause this video and then you can scan the QR code so that you can let me know a little bit more about you. And thank you and welcome to our back to school night. So for our curriculum, for the 8th grade science, we follow the adopted new generation science standards. And then LAUSD has the integrated science. So we have the DCIs starting from physical science to life science for the 8th grade. Grading will be based on modified mastery of learning targets. There will a lot of daily practice, classwork, performance tasks, and projects, and there will be unit assessments too. So there is a syllabus that I will be giving you access to, and it will be based on a 4-point scale. That is the same way with the ISCS, the Integrated Science Curriculum Study, and there will also be projects. So the elective class is more project-based. Here is our grading system. Like I said, it's based on modified mastery grading. For the academic grade, the scale will be 4, 3, 2, 1. As the students reach mastery or advanced level, they get a letter grade of A. And if we are not able to assess it yet, then that will be a fail right there. But that means that they just need to practice a little bit more to show mastery. The work habits and cooperation, the practice assignments are graded separately. And that will be if they demonstrate all the learning targets for excellent work habits and cooperation, they get an E. And details of this are also listed down in our syllabus. For science, so we have weight factors for different types of assignments. If it's a summative assessment, such as unit tests and performance tasks, then that has a weight factor of 15, which is the greatest. And you will see the projects, activities, and experiments that we do in the classroom. That includes the reports, the project, hands-on activities. That will be 10 weight factor, and logs, journals, notebook, and portfolio, short quizzes, that is going to have a 5 weight factor. And you will see here there's a 0 for non-academic grading because those will account for the work habits of the students. For the elective class, a little bit different. Again, this is project-based, so all the projects, assessments, and activities will have a weight factor of 10. Engineering notebook with a weight factor of 5, and then formative assessment and classwork will be 1. Take note that since we are doing a modified mastery grading, there are no extra credits that will be provided in the class. However, the students will have multiple chances of showing mastery so that they can practice more. Instead of giving them extra work, I will go ahead and make sure that they go back to what they have missed or that those assignments that they have not shown proficiency or mastery yet. So the practice assignments always reflect their work habits because every day we continue on practicing in the classroom. We do demonstration, they work with their partner, they collaborate with their teams. So our learning management system is Schoology. You will find everything in Schoology, the courses, the contents. There will be different folders for every learning target. I shared all the slides that we use in the classroom. We also have access to our HMH science textbook. And then if there are any student participation for extracurricular activities, that is also reflected in Schoology. So I would advise that you make sure that you check your student's account every day. Class requirement, Chromebook must be brought to class every day. That is fully charged. They need to make sure that they have access to HMH ebook or workbooks for science. We are going to start developing their digital portfolio that will serve as their notebook as well. And then for the elective, we have the digital engineering notebook. The agenda book, I require the students to write the agenda for the day the first 2 minutes they come in the classroom. So please make sure that you check that daily so you also know what the students are doing in my class. Paper and pencil, that is requirement so that they can write notes during practice. Expectations, I expect students to be prepared with materials and assignments that have been assigned previous day. Agenda copying, like I said, is required. I expect them to be at their best behavior all the time, respectful and mindful of others, and being proactive and finding solutions, and ask for help or clarification if they need. I want all the students to use every opportunity to process information, apply concepts to become critical thinkers and problem solvers. In terms of excused absences and missed assignments, because life happens, it is a student's responsibility to check the posted agenda. It will always be online. So if they're at home, they can check on that one. If it's a hands-on lab, I will give them opportunity to make up for those when they come back to the classroom. Or if they missed an activity or a class because of a school related activity, they will also be given the same amount of time to make up and submit those assignments. Please make sure that you ask who their science buddy is, because at the beginning of the school year, I had them ask their science buddy. They have their emails, they have their contact numbers, so that they know who to communicate to while they're absent. And obviously, they will also need to email me. We have our classroom interactions assignments. We work on our digital assignments and notebook. We have hands-on. We use online platforms as well. We have gizmos for simulations. We have PET as well, the HMH ebook, and then obviously we use the Google Suite as well. Other interactive tools that your students will actually be using is Flipgrid when they are reflecting and they are recording their reflections and quizzes for practice. We are using our Kagan engagement strategies throughout the campus. So you will observe and you will actually hear the students that we do a lot of team collaboration and then team building activities. We are also going to be using some specific science literacy strategies, such as what makes you say that, marking the text, and know and wonder, and a few more. One thing that I would like to tell you is that real life applications and special opportunities for science, our main goal as we finish all our learning targets for the school year is that my students will spend Genius Hour every week in completing their science and engineering fair. So this culminates in many different events. The requirement is for them to finish a project. It's the cream of their effort to be able to join in competitions such as the eCyber Mission, the Aerospace Science Competition, or the Los Angeles County of Education Science and Engineering Fair. So these are just, first steps that I want my students to be able to experience, and not limiting their learning in the four corners of our classroom. For the ISCS and robotics, we have the MESA competition that is composed by teams. And then we also have the VEX robotics competitions that they are going to be participating with. So these are the QR codes. I also have this posted in my classroom. Feel free to scan it right now with your phone. You'll have access to the science and the robotics syllabus. It is truly my honor and my pleasure to be your child's teacher this year in either the elective class or the 8th grade science. And I am looking forward to a great school year working with you. Thank you so much for coming to back to school. This is just from our school right here. You have not completed the meal application. It will help our school. It gives us more resources. And also, if you're able to support our classroom, we will truly appreciate it. We have our Donors Choose account, and we also have Amazon wish list. We want to build our science library and our technology library in our classroom as well. So if you can pass it on to people and friends and family that that will be able to contribute any amount will actually be very, very big help for us. Again, thank you for attending our back to school night. And this is Miss